Hey Street Fighter fam, what's up? What you see on the screen is not a lie, it's not a joke, it has not been altered. I am at Diamond 3-star. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest. So last video that I posted, I was actually at Platinum 5-star. I had D-ranked from Diamond to Platinum. It was a little disheartening, so I took some time to really lock in and I grinded my way to Diamond 3-star. And so now we are on this road to master. I mean, the goal was always master, but I'm feeling much more confident about it now that I'm at 3-star. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into some ranked matches. For those of you who know, Chunli is my ride or die. Been working with her for the longest. This is the highest level I've been since I started playing Street Fighter 6. So I'm really hopeful.
Want to lose this one?
Mirror matches kind of make me a little nervous, not gonna lie.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Not having the cross-up. Holds out with the block. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the field.
Oh shoot! She pulled one of my numbers. I can't believe this. I thought it was only Chunli who did that, to be honest. Ah!
Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1.
Nice.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Back up.
Who's going to start things off? Hazanshu.
Oh, man.
Off with the overhead.
Clean
parry. Oh, they're in the corner now.
Two can play that game.
Miraculous grab. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Hit them with a stop and pop.
Dang.
Were they baiting them into that?
Took a risk.
Looking to impress.
Didn't pay off.
This super. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Now, can they finish the job? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Player 2 needs drive rush to keep it going. They trade hits. Both and whiffs. They're wide open.
Got him.
Player 1 comes away
I was a little nervous. I was a little nervy. Go.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dashes forward. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Can't tech the throw? I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Both players with no drive in
back up, man.
Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. All right, what will this super art connect?
Dang it.
Gets the jump in. Player 2 needs
the overhead.
So their drive pay.
Dang, that overhead got
Player
me.
2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Throws them. What's next? Pokes with a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Burnout activates. A quick breather. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Misses the grab. Barely blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the court. Low heavy. KO.
Solid win.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in.
I don't know why I'm so nervous.
Overdrive art blocks the impact. Keeps fighting ahead even with a depleted drive gauge. Both fighters are raring to go, experiencing burnout.
Ooh, please block.
The super doesn't hit.
Ooh, thank God.
SVK hits.
She almost had me with that.
Player 1 is it clutch anti-air.
Got him.
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Ooh, what a smart
I was gonna throw, but I didn't.
Oh man,
I don't know why I didn't do that. Okay.
Player one comes away with the win.
We got him with the mirror match. Fingers crossed we can make this one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shows the overhead.
I just
Anticipates the overhead.
see, this is why I don't like E Honda. You
For an
see this?
overhead.
Y'all see
Player
this?
two in that dangerous burnout state.
This is ridiculous.
Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Player one chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Life lead opens up. Takes a trip. Player one can't afford mistakes. KO. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What
It's
else
just
can
not
they get
fair.
away with?
This doesn't fact fair.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Charges forward. Player two needs to use the predator corner here. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one has an oh no, they're stunned. How will they utilize this? Miraculous grab. Show of force. That's not gonna hit. Follows up and tags, but goes for the level 1 super. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Burnout activates. Barely blocks the jump in. Good old slaps.
Leave me
Are
alone.
we gonna see a comeback here? Ooh, does them dirty. Oh, here we go.
Oh, come on
Player
now.
one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Golly. Fight like
Here's the
that.
final round. The real fight starts now.
Oh, now you want to get all
That's a bit
serious.
of OD spice.
Oh, what was that?
Perfect
Back up.
execution with the anti-air. Puts the overhead, but it won't work. The low. Knockdown and sees the overhead coming. Solid
Dude.
anti-air.
God. Like, how do you deal with that? Like, I don't have an answer.
And whip. They're wide open. Oh man, this is a scary ring. Sends them flying. Player two needs to wait this out. Oh, burnout. Do they mean to do that? Player two is looking at a crimson overhead attack. Vintage.
Woo! Okay, y'all. Didn't expect to win that
Player
one.
one made some smart moves there.
How do y'all fight E Honda? Like, jeez. Rematch.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? The jump-in is denied.
Oh my God.
Their drive gauge was running low, but they use an overdrive art anyway just to show they're not gunshot. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it.
There we go.
Will this super art connect? No more drive gauge. Nice crossover. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Intercept.
Got him.
Slick
This is
anti-air
you trying to get me with this little technique.
Player one on the board first with the win.
It's crazy.
They want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened?
I was
up
wondering
until
when he was
now?
going to start throwing. I was like, E Honda got
Player two
throws
creates a
he
good
ain't
corner opportunity.
utilizing.
Grabs them. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. What'll happen here?
Ooh, I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. Oh, Jesus.
Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Not much life difference. It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hayoku set.
Oh, should have seen that coming. Got him.
With a kick.
Woo, got him twice. Okay.
Player one brings it home.
Gosh, that was hard. It was like a little mind game. Crazy.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player two has the life lead. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Ooh, will they hit? With? Or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Throws him down. Good anti-air. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Oh, with the throw. Long low attack hits. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Grabs him. Knockdown. Overdrive art. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup?
Almost had me.
Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Parries to cancel the fireball. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 sends a bar enough to XOXO. A quick breather. How will this impact things? Brushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? Uses the gauge for a super art. Float like a butterfly and stinging like a bee with choke such shinobi bachi. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hit the drive. It's time for both fighters to go to the air. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Amazing. Jump drops them. Throws them. Both sides turning it right up with a
This should be it.
rattling the inside of their head comes off the tail and scores the win.
Ooh, might be tricky. But see, one thing about mine, she get caught up in those throws.
Tell him what's good.
And I'd be catching those throws. Maybe. I don't remember their name.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Puts one in the pocket. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
This is the same Juri, I can tell.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk.
I can already tell.
Goes for the fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge.
I'm trying to figure out what their
can't
game
let their
is.
drive gauge run out.
Game
They
plan.
need to find a way to reset the situation.
I don't know why they're making me chase them,
They're
maybe?
not afraid to let the overdrive art fly, even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Black goes for the super art. In a dire situation. The KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it.
What is this
The fighters
strategy?
return
I
to
don't
the middle of the
understand
stage.
it.
Player 2 needs to use what's experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble?
Oh!
Perfect parry.
Nice parry.
Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player just goes for it at this range. Uses
Maybe
the target
she's
combo
trying
as
to
a
get me
filler.
to...
Barely blocks the jump. Miraculous grab. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player solid anti-air. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Uses their drive gauge. Are we gonna see a comeback here? There's a burnout. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that. Oh, yo! Momentum on the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The overhead denied. Blocks it. Hits the air throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 crowns him from above. Shrugs that off. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Ooh, what a smart blow. Sees the overhead coming. Rattling the inside of their head with the Hayokusen. Nails it. Here comes the corner pressure. Goes to the air. Scuffle. Excellent block.
Oh, fudge.
Counter on reaction. A Real test of nerves here. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. One player is in burnout. Knew the throw was coming. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. Who will set the bait at this range? Lays down a side hustle. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. Adds a bit of OG spice there.
God, close. When in doubt, throw a fireball. That's my motto.
But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry.
They're probably kicking the air right now.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Did well to get the buff in there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Maybe that's
landed for a counter hit.
I think there are strategies they want me to
follow
chase
up.
them down the screen, but
Player one.
I feel like that's gonna leave me open if I do
Time's
that.
the only thing moving here.
So
This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Combo with the target combo. Just out of range for that throw. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Close zone. What's next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Follows up and tags on the lightning kick barrage. Jumps up. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two in trouble with no drive. Side switch in the corner. They will
Oh my God.
Who will capitalize on an opening first?
Still won, but
To pick up the win
can't
this
believe I
round.
missed that.
Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Who's going to start things off? Medium kick hit. Whew, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Player two, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change.
Burnt out.
Player two in dire straits with burnout. Hits him with a stop and bop. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Shows the medium kick. So, what's next? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Medium kick hits. Side drops them from the
Dang,
air.
okay.
In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jumps. Oh, picks the air throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon.
What is
Their
this
spacing
strategy?
is
I'm
adds
trying
a
to
bit
figure
of
this
OG
out.
spice. Oh, could be the start of something. All stocked up. Where's the Full Hawk gonna come into play? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Oh, you call show from heaven. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we go. Player one, the low block. Closes them with a kick. Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Reads the jump in perfect.
Got him.
What a finish.
Got him.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
No, I'm not gonna go to custom room. Sorry.
Ready?
I like to prove
The
that
fight's now underway.
I'm the better Chun-Li. Girl,
Checks the
back up.
projectile.
What the frick? Oh my God, y'all! Check out this hate
Gotta escape from the
message.
corner before the pressure builds up. Player one has used up
That's
all of
hilarious.
their
Y'all
drive
saw
gauge.
that, right?
The drive gauge is
I
completely
got my
empty,
first
meaning their
hate
ability to
message.
block is also weak.
No, it's not the first one.
Bait some
That dude was tripping.
Super Art Connect. Starting something with the super. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both players with no drive in the tank. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two in trouble with no drive.
Oh, crap.
Scrapping it
No.
out quite close. That was a huge, huge stun. They need to capture finishes with the throw.
They had me.
Player two
They had
picks up
me.
the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overdrive art? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Goes into the stance. Shows a medium kick. Sends a bar on up to XOXO. Both springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 has an empty drive, experiencing burnout. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. What a reaction to go air to air. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Breaks the block with a throw.
Dang it.
Made it all in with a rush. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Excellent block. Jumps, throws him. Lands the back throw. Blocks the low kick, flatlines him.
Victory. But y'all, that message was crazy. Like, excuse me? I didn't do anything wrong. Tell me I'm about to get cussed out.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even
Sorry
close
I
to
bruised your
done.
ego, my bad.
Kazanshu, pull him off with the overhead. Throws him. What's next? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Pressuring them in the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Drive gauge finally recovers. Burnout is triggered. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Player 1
Dang.
is made the smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The super armor does its job.
Oh man, I missed the
Despite
punch.
burnout, expect the tempo of the match to change. They're going for the super art, going in, experiencing burnout. Picks the air throw. A super art.
Dang, she was like, 2 can play that
This is gonna
game.
get messy. Still scrapping for control of the space.
What the? How'd I
Goes
miscalculate that?
Both fighters planning something.
Somebody tell me how I
Rattles them with a
miscalculated.
spinning bird kick. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. The throw is denied. Reaches. What a
Got him.
finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Adds a bit of OD spice there. It's time for both fighters to lay it all
Yeah,
on.
that.
Sticks out a kick. Lightning kicks.
Oh no!
Risky.
No,
those scraps
please.
Still going.
I'm
Throws
winning
up
this
attacks on the
one.
lightning kick.
Jack Navin scum.
Overdrive lightning kicks with some leftovers.
Well, that's the end. That'd be the end. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna end it there because I guess that was my sign of this chill. But you know, pretty good session. You know, I think we didn't get like too deep into Diamond 3-star, but I'm just happy to be here. Like, I've never been this high. This is the highest rank I've reached in this game since I started playing, so pretty much fun. That little hate message was actually hilarious. It's been a while since I've had someone get a little testy with me, but you know, I just have to laugh because it's just hilarious how people get so bent out of shape over a game. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Next session, hopefully we'll get deeper into 3-star. Maybe next time I hop on, I might be Diamond 4-star, so who knows? But until then, I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep doing the best, and then ultimately the goal is master. So hopefully we'll get there sooner than later. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Good session, had a decent amount of wins, decent amount of losses. I think it was like 50-50, so I like that. It wasn't like a total shutdown, because I've had those nights where it's just like losing streak. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified every time I post. I am also on Instagram and TikTok, and I am live on Twitch. Now, I haven't gone live in probably a couple of months, just trying to figure some things out with Twitch. But if you head over to Twitch, you can follow me. That way you'll know whenever I do go live. you'll get notified there. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.